Welcome, this is Nathan, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization restarts. Episode 32. In the last video, we saw Russia do an invasion of Poland. We saw this slow area blow up. And, no, I don't actually remember that. I think we saw, China invade into Vietnam. But today's episode is going to be pretty big, because we're going to be, we're going to be introducing something new. I think we should kick off with that right away. If you remember, the Pink Team was able to develop the first nuclear bomb. And they used it on the Bright Orange Team that was up here, who is now united into Russia. But the Pink Team, they're still developing those nukes. And they just successfully made another nuke. To signify nukes, we'll be putting a 1 on the Pink Team. The Pink Team is still the only country who has developed any type of nuke. And the world is terrified. At this point, other countries that I won't name are now developing their nuclear bombs. Even if I don't name them, I'll say them actually. It's not really a big point. The countries who are now trying to develop nuclear bombs past the Pink Team are the Lime Team, China, and Korea. This makes sense. These are like the powers of the world at this point. The Central Asian Union Turkish team literally are refusing to make any type of nuke. So they are refusing to make any type of nuke. Sorry, I was looking at something. Anyway. We're not going to talk about nukes in the rest of this video, and the series, sorry guys. We're actually going to come down here to this thing. If you remember, the Purple Team and Pink Team will give Tanzania. Oh, not that. Oh my god, I can't speak. They invaded the Cyan Team. And this is basically a bunch of rebels. This isn't even a country anymore. And it's time to make it official. The Blue Team will begin its invasion of what remains of the Cyan Team to liberate it and actually make it an official country. They were given this order by nobody. This is their own order. The Blue Team will begin to invade into this little thing. This is some of the worst guerrilla warfare we have ever seen in the series to date. It gets so bad that the Blue Team begins to get kicked out, and eventually these begin to even get pushed back so much that they're kicked out of the entire country. So much for that. Hold on. Right, continuing on. The Blue Team will declare that they cannot invade this. The guerrilla warfare here is horrendous. And the world is upset because there are some not so good things happening here. Anyway, we're going to have our first event of South America. The Pink Team is falling apart. Yep, just straight up, not even saying anything. The Pink Team completely fails at something they were trying to do, and the entire country just falls apart. So, the grey team, that's not grey. The Cyan Team over here is like, oh, free land. And, by the way, the government has basically collapsed. So we see the Colombian team take all of this land like this. The Purple Team will only take this, because they're actually struggling right now. They're, like, basically the Amazon rainforest. But then, we see the new country break out of this thing. We see a new Northern Yellow Peruvian team break free from the Pink team. And these guys will have their capital up here. And for the rest of the Pink team, well, I kind of spoiled it actually. This grey team, which is basically a grey chili team, I think. They'll be taking this, and by this point, a new government has been set up in the Pink team, but, yeah, people definitely took advantage of, that. So the Pink team has been reduced to this, and they're the weakest country in South America. Maybe not about these guys. Anyway, we are now going to be moving to this Central Purple team over here in Africa. Similar to the Pink team, they're struggling, and, what I mean by struggling is, they completely collapse. Yeah, a lot of these new countries that were set up don't have the best government, do they? The Pink team will completely collapse, and everybody around it is going to try and jump in for land. Luckily, this time, there is a country that is going to stop this. That country being Morocco. Morocco is going to come in and say, whoa, no. We are not just going to let you guys jump in on this and get into wars over this land. Let's divide it like good countries, okay? So they divide it. So this is how the Pink team is going to be divided. So to begin with, the Green team will take this land. They're upset, they barely got anything. The Purple team will probably get the most land, I'm not exactly sure. But the Purple team will be taking all this land, that's horrendous, why is there red here? The Purple team will be taking all this land, really helping their economy grow. Kind of. The Nigerian team, I guess Nigeria, they'll be annexing this land. I don't know why, I really like their borders. I'll fix that later. And then, the grey team down here, I really made sure that the grey teams don't border each other. This grey team will be taking all this. This grey team will be taking this. Oh boy, no, hold on. Finally, but not least, Libya will be... Libya, oh my god, I hate this. Libya will be taking this. Now, what about the rest of the Pink team? It's, well... It kind of becomes a puppet of Morocco. Now, I know this isn't logical, because they would have to go through the Purple team to access it, but... I'm gonna say that this is a puppet. It simply wouldn't be able to handle on its own, so... Morocco will siege control of this land until it, gets independence, when it's ready to go. And, Africa looks a lot better, in my opinion, without that blob there. What the? Oh, God, no. Get rid of that. Anyway, we're gonna head over to... Europe. We just saw the complete... What is it, the word called? We saw the, dissolution or dissolvement of the Circle Alliance after the war in Poland. Well, because the blue team ain't exactly going to be on their own, are they? But, again, I said in the video, this left, like, a bad taste in the blue team's people's mouth. And, it kind of has. The people are really upset, and we see a huge migration of these people leave into Chocolate Team, the Dark Purple Team, and the Burgundy Team. And they lose, like, they lose about 20% of the population. Instead of the people rebelling, they literally just straight up leave the blue team. This is a huge effect on the blue team. This really destroys their economy and military. And, some countries that aren't exactly the happiest from World War II, they might well, they might be invading you now with your population going. The Burgundy team and Chocolate team will both send declaration of war over to the Blue team. These countries were once their allies, and now they are being betrayed by their own allies. So Chocolate team forces will move in and will start pushing to the capital, which is the most valuable point of the Blue team. The Burgundy team, these guys are still kind of destroyed from World War II, but they're going to do something. The Blue team is now getting destroyed, and their military is not willing to fight except from the capital area. So we kind of just see the Burgundy team go on a little joyride. Like, there's nothing stopping them. At this point, Dark Purple team will enter the war just to save as much land of the Blue team they can. They don't want to see their former ally get destroyed by two countries that are being hunger for land. But anyway, the Chocolate team will be able to strike down and take the capital of the Baby Blue team, leading to its collapse. Let's take a look at how they divide this thing up. Take a look at this piece, Trudy. We can see that the Blue team is completely divided up. The Burgundy team will be taking... This looks wrong. I'm going to fix that. The Burgundy team will be annexing these lands over here. The Dark Purple team will be annexing this land, making themselves a little larger. But the person who's getting the most valuable land is the Chocolate team, as they annex the capital and the most developed areas of this team. I know this is probably going to be a very, I know that you guys probably ain't going to like what I just did, but, sorry. They're gone. Now, with Europe kind of starting to become a bit vogue again, or it kind of is becoming vogue. Europe is becoming very vogue. We just saw Russia invade Poland. We saw the Chocolate team invade Brittany, and we now just saw 3 countries take out the Blue team. And, the Line team is kind of, like, they're worried. They are technically a superpower. They are number 3, but Europe is rogue right now. You know, you've got Finland, you've got the Cyan team, you've got Russia, you've got Chocolate team, you've got Burgundy, the Green team. These are all rogue countries. They don't care about anything except from land. The Line team will go over to Central Asian Union, Turquoise team, and be like, hey guys, should we do anything about Europe? And Central Asian Union's like, we're too focused on the Pink team developing nukes, and Russia is sort of going wild. We'll get to Russia now, because they're doing something. The Line team's just like, okay, sure. But anyway, on the topic of Russia, they might have just done, you know... Ooh, yeah, they may have just done that. Russian troops will just move into Estonia and claim it. No declaration of war to the Finnish team. They just walk in, kill some people, and take Estonia. Finland will go to Russia and be like, did you really just do that? And Russia's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And Finland says, okay, maybe not. Finland will literally just allow Russia to take Estonia, which is a huge blow, because that was the land they gained from World War II. But Finland knows that if they went to war with Russia, they would lose. And it's better off to lose Estonia than lose your entire sovereignty and country, like Poland did. You don't want to become Poland. Now, the final event of this video will be what do I do? I actually had nothing else planned for this video, but I want to do one more event. China. China's okay. I'm sorry. This is completely out of the random. China's dictator has just died. I don't know if I said the dictatorship, but they are. The dictator has just died. New leader's has just been put into power. This leader is not even a dictator. He is full-on fascist. Now, fascism and communism aren't exactly a thing at this time. It's mostly monarchy, democracies, and dictatorships. But this guy comes out and he's like, you know what? I want to expand China to its greatest extent it's ever been. And what he means by greatest extent is make it the strongest country in the world, make it the biggest country in the world, probably Pink Team actually is probably the biggest country in the world, or Korea. And he will begin this by invading a really weak country, which doesn't really show power, but he invades the Green Team. Yeah, these guys survived the economic depression, but they ain't gonna survive this. China will move in and just absolutely demolish the Green Team completely. Oh my god, no, what? Uh-oh. That's not good. China will completely annex the Green Team and will begin developing its army ready to expand the country to its greatest extent ever. That'll be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.